Hi lovely and darling viewers, it's Jen here at Check Her Joy, and this time I'm doing another Top 5 Wednesday. This week's topic is characters whose fitness routines we'd like to have. Something like that. Um, so for this list I picked characters who are essentially lazy, like I myself am, and don't do incredibly complicated fitness things. Not going to the gym, that's me, not gonna be taking any martial arts. So these are the characters I picked. The first one I picked is Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, from the Hawkeye comics. This is volume 1, My Life is a Weapon, with writing and art by Matt Fraction and David Aja. Basically, I just want to learn archery. That's all I want. That's a real legit sport, so I feel like that counts as fitness, right? Also, Hawkeye makes it look so freaking awesome. So, yes, that's my first pick. I would like to learn archery a la Hawkeye. I really do not want to do the jumping around acrobatic stuff he does, but I'm all about the archery. Next on my list is Kath from Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. So I picked Kath because she and her best friend Levi have emergency dance parties, and I am 100% behind that. Dancing is an excellent form of exercise, and I will totally partake of them, especially when it's with my best friend in a room where nobody can watch us do anything. Ridiculous, low embarrassment, basically. Totally all about the dance parties. Then I have Fanny Price from Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. Fanny does an insane amount of walking, and I am totally behind that. There's one part in this book where Fanny basically just gets cabin fever, and she needs to be outside, she needs to be exercising. It's been raining a ton, and she's just super frustrated that she can't go on her walk. And I'm all about that. Especially in the winters here in Cleveland, because we get snow and you cannot go walking in that. It's too cold, there's too much snow, it's gross. So I start getting cabin fever sometime around January and February. So I totally relate to Fanny on that. Also, she does a lot of horseback riding, and that seems pretty cool too. I wouldn't mind taking up horseback riding. I like animals. I could probably manage that, maybe. Next book on my list is Enchanted Ink by Shauna Swenson, and I would like Katie Chandler's fitness routine. Basically, Katie doesn't seem to exercise, except when she decides to walk home instead of taking public transit, which I totally get. Because A, public transit is crowded and frequently gross. B, it costs money that could be spent on other things, in my case, books. And finally, walking is a great form of exercise, especially if you're doing it for miles. So I'm totally behind Katie's walking home from work routine. Also, she has some pretty good hand-eye coordination and being able to throw stuff, like pitch and hit things, which I'm totally jealous of. And in one of the books, she goes home to Texas and she's doing a lot of heavy lifting just as part of her job and gets decent arms from that. So that's my kind of exercise, guys. I'm just going about my daily life and sort of slowly getting some exercise in. And my final pick, and the first one that I thought of, is Jughead from the Archie comics and Jughead comics. This is Jughead Volume 1 with writing and art by Chip Zdarsky and Erica Henderson. Jughead eats a ton of junk food, like pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, tons of milkshakes. Just Jughead is constantly eating, and totally jealous of his ability to A, eat that much, and B, stay super slim. Totally wish I had Jughead's metabolism. I totally eat that junk food anyway, but Jughead seems to eat so much more of it, and I am not exactly slim. So, yeah, I wish I had Jughead's metabolism, basically. Also, he doesn't really seem to exercise, which I'm totally yeah, I got you, Jughead. So there were my top 5 picks for characters whose fitness routines or diets I'd like to copy. Let me know in the comments below what your picks would be. Peace out, I love you guys, and keep reading. Bye.